Welcome back to the channel. My name is Gabe Randall, and today I'm going to be reacting to Trump saying that there are only two genders. So here we go.
Left-wing gender insanity being pushed on our children is an act of child abuse. On day one, I will revoke Joe Biden's cruel policies
Okay.
on so-called gender-affirming care. Ridiculous. A process that includes giving kids puberty blockers, mutating their physical appearance, and
Yep.
ultimately performing surgery on minor children.
Okay. One of the things that people ask, like you can go up to somebody and be like, should kids have tattoos? Like, should they be able to get tattoos? Most of the time they're like, no, no, that's a permanent change on their body. But somehow this surgery isn't permanent, or puberty blockers don't have permanent results. See how that's not clicking?
Can you believe this? I
No,
will
I
sign
can't.
a new executive order instructing every federal agency to cease all programs that promote the concept of sex and gender transition at any age. The Department of Justice will investigate Big Pharma and the big hospital networks to determine whether they have deliberately covered up horrific long-term side effects.
Okay, yeah, side effects, another thing. Most of this has been happening in just the past four 4 years, and we don't know how that's going to affect the next generation. There's already a bunch of health issues that our generation faces compared to the other generations, and there's a lot more mental issues facing our generations. Things like anxiety and depression, and even there's the statistics show that there's more people that have um, special needs, and so that's another thing. Like, are are these people who aren't even mentally fit, are they like are they able to make healthy decisions for themselves? Obviously not, if they're trying to get this surgery that permanently changes their body. I don't think that makes sense.
Of sex transitions in order to get rich at the expense of vulnerable patients, in this case, very vulnerable.
Yeah, again, many times the people who go through this surgery, they feel alone, and they don't feel supported, and then they find this community of people that suddenly it's like, oh, we love you and support you. If you want to be a man but you're a woman, you can totally do that. You can do whatever you want, and they support you in that. But that's not loving, like how we as Christians are supposed to love each other. We're supposed to love the person but hate the sin, and when they mess things up, then it's not right to let them live in that sin.
We will also investigate whether Big Pharma or others have illegally marketed hormones and puberty blockers which are in no way licensed or approved for this use. My Department of Education will inform states and school districts that if any teacher or school official suggests to a child that they could be trapped in the wrong body, they will be faced with severe consequences. I will ask.
Okay, also about that, in classrooms. Okay, what are schools for? They're there to educate children. They're to help them get ready for the rest of their life. Like, they're supposed to, what they should do, they should teach finances, they should teach skills. Instead, they're teaching a bunch of things, and they're affirming being like animals in the classroom. Like, I'm in Maryland, and if a student wants to be a cat, then they can be considered a cat in the classroom, and the teacher can't say anything negative about that. Um, and that's just ridiculous. It's schools aren't for, there are different schools for animals. In my area, we have a few different, like, doggy daycares and like uh pet care places, and so they could go to that. They don't have to go to these schools that I'm paying for with my tax money. I don't think it's fair to put animals in the same classroom as humans, because the teachers are trained to teach, like, human beings. Because again, there's other people that are trained to teach pets.
Congress to pass a bill establishing that the only genders recognized by the United States government are male and female.
He did not. Did he? I think he. Oh, did he just say that there are only two genders? Oh,
And they are assigned at birth. The bill
disrespect.
will also make clear that Title IX prohibits men from participating in women's sports. No.
What? That means that even though in men's sport I suck at this, that means that I can't just go to women's sports and be the best at it. Man, I'm really gonna be missing out. Oh well.
Serious country should be telling its children that they were born with the wrong gender, a concept that was never heard of in all of human history. Nobody's ever heard of this, what's happening today. It was all when the radical left invented it just a few years
2
ago.
years ago. There we go. The fact that he had to make a video saying that he's going to pass a bill in Congress saying there are only two genders is crazy. 20 years ago, you would have never heard, oh, there was like 400 genders. Oh, nope, sorry, I just thought of a new one. um, and so, and like for as long as humans have been around, it's been pretty obvious. I'm here, and the result of a that's the result of my mom and my dad. So I think it's pretty obvious, pretty straightforward.